Me? Galactic hero, me? Ah! Oh, came over here.
That's super advanced.
Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tom, I do Disney, hence the name of this channel. Tom Does Disney. I had to fix my focus there. I have a feeling I know it's going to be on the other side of this door. How do I have a feeling? Because it's our second to last day. I'm going to take that and leave it right there for now. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. We're heading back out for day 4 of this Disney World adventure. So far so good, guys. It's a little late for me. Everybody knows that at least once a trip I end up having one of these mornings where I sleep in like crazy. It is 10 o'clock on the dot. So I'm gonna go hop on a bus, head over to Epcot Center, where we're gonna be eating some more food and wine. I missed a couple of my early fast passes, but that's alright, is what it is. My one big issue that I've had this trip is that I've been using the GoPro for all these shots that you guys have been watching, the steady walk around shots, but here on day 4, that little mount right there is really starting to dig into my body. So I don't know if I want to be rocking that thing all day. I'm actually pretty low on my memory card as well for the GoPro, because I did not expect those walk around shots to end up being as long as they all are. So I'd be taking that thing off a little bit here today, just to give myself some reprieve. Because every time I go to pick up my hand like this to vlog, I got this thing digging into my shoulder. Speaking of memory, I only went through my first memory card today, so I just don't have a lot of footage. I really need to remedy that over the next 36 hours. I need to film a lot. So if the vlogs have been short so far, this is where that ends. They're going to be nice and long for the rest. We got the Ariel park bound on today because we're park bound, not for Ariel, but we are park bound. Here's another hot top tip with Tom, y'all, for the trip. If it's hot as can be, it's 90 plus degrees, and you're a water drinker like myself, do not fill up your water bottle with water and ice to your normal ratios. Fill that thing up as much ice as physically possible. That way you'll have nice cold water throughout the day. Top tip. I touched upon this scrim last night a little bit, but I didn't really. It's everywhere. It goes all the way out into the parking lot for day guests. It's all wrapped up into here. It's a big, big, big renovation that they're doing out front, so no surprise. Continues the entire pathway and underneath the monorail station. Super comparable to what was going on at Hollywood Studios originally, so it's amazing to think after almost 50 years Disney's finally, or that Disney's just proactive enough for this kind of stuff to change it all up and make it more hip with the times. Listen to how old I sound, hip with the times. So Disney can make it more lit AF, you know? Get this park on fleek. Alright, that was one of the longest bag checks ever. It's interesting to me that sometimes bag check can take no time at all, and then sometimes it can take a super long time. I'm also interested why some bag check people check different pockets of your bag than other bag check people. It just is interesting. Is it because they're having a bad day? There's got to be protocol to how you check a bag. It shouldn't be a person by person thing. If one guy can check my bag super quick, the next person should be able to check my bag super quick. It's a little different than walking on last night, right? Literally walking onto this ride last night compared to waiting an hour and a half for it. I don't know. I think that, I don't know, this can't be a top tip for me because this is just everywhere, but I hope people when they come down here are really utilizing their fast passes, everything that they need to use in order to not just be like sitting around waiting in super long lines, you know? At the end of the night, do all this stuff. Go take all your pictures and eat your food and all that jazz when the lines are long. And then at the end of the night when people are shuffling out after the fireworks, go into hustle mode and bang out all those rides. I probably did more rides last night during extra magic hours than most people do all day today. And I just think that's weird.
Nutrients and minerals. These elements, when combined with sunlight, create the diverse living systems of our planet. Home to the most amazing concentration of life on the planet. These rich and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface. They can contain more than half of its natural air. Rainforests are also extremely rich in protected living systems, composed of oxygen, food, medicine, and other elements simply alive. In the desert, nature has created a very different, no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun. But over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home. Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use and sometimes overuse of the land, offering innovative ways to produce bountiful. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world, growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and water lilies. All parts of this plant, even the flower petal, are edible. The starchy root of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. And still protect natural resources. The handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world. By populating
Look at all this construction in here.
insects that prey on harmful pests,
I wonder what they're doing.
we are significantly reducing our reliance on
Well, behind the scenes tour back there too for
We're growing these crops using our nutrient film system. This technique precisely
we still haven't done this yet, but we're gonna do it.
and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area. The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way use a
All right, that was quick, easy living with the land. Now we're gonna head over towards Nemo area because I'm gonna walk around in there for a little bit and I'm gonna show you guys a little bit about fish. I'll teach you a thing or two about fish. Welcome to a very special edition of Walking Around Inside the Seas Pavilion with Tom. Who's going to have more information for you than me about this stuff? Nobody. First things first. These are stony polyped corals, SPS corals. And in there, you can see there's a little moray, eels. Alright, here we have more types of stony polyp corals. These are called Acropora. These flatter ones, Montipora. And these are actually really hard to grow, so the fact that they've got such a nice little tank going is impressive. This is a brain coral. That is a powder blue tang. We got this giant frog spawn hammer coral right here. That's a giant colony. Oh, look at this big giant. That is a bandit cleaner shrimp. One of the biggest ones I've seen. And more tangs. Giant Jurassic clam right here. Huge.
That's like a rock.
These are little anemones. Oh, which explains this clownfish up here. The clown's actually hanging out in one of the soft corals. I don't know why. So clownfish secrete like a nemasite that is what prevents them from being able. It's a mucus that kind of counteracts the nemasites of anemones. But sometimes they often secrete that same mucus onto soft corals, and it'll actually kill the coral sometimes. Oh, cool. Little star down here too. Big star. Shouldn't call it a little one. It's big. Oh, okay, so you do have a mated pair in this tank. You have the big one right there. And the small one right here. They're actually both living inside of the same coral. The bigger will be the female and the small will be the male. Clownfish can actually change their gender. They are asexual. They can be either the male or female depending on if there is a male or female available. If there is not, and it's just an individual clownfish, it's usually a female. So these pipefish have a symbiotic relationship with seahorse, but I don't see any seahorse in here at the moment. So, oh, there they are right there. So often you'll find the seahorse riding the pipefish around. And this is like a wrasse, I believe. I'm not really sure what this fish is. And there's a butterfly in here too, butterfly fish. I don't know where it just went. Oh, here he is. And of course, one of the most deadly invaders in the history of fish, the lionfish. Everybody knows the deal with these little guys. They have taken over parts of Florida for sure down here, and they are ruthless killers. That's because people would get them, put them in their fish tank, they'd get too big or they'd kill fish, and then they'd throw them down the drain and they'd survive and they'd end up in the ocean. Look at the size of that triggerfish.
Keep looking. Oh, there he is, Ben, right there. dolphin. Look, Finn. Look at the dolphin.
That was a fish. The dolphin means fish.
That's a dolphin.
The dolphin.
Fun fact, I just heard parents talking to their kids about the dolphin. Dolphins are mammals, folks. They're not fish. Sharks are fish. Dolphins are mammals.
Some sea cows.
Some people like to different places as swimming with the dolphins. I would love to.
In a dolphin, but
Why am I
Finn, these are manatees. You want to pick it up? Hey, you ready?
Daddy.
These are manatees.
That.
It's a manatee. Looks like it's
No, that's
coming over the top and the other side?
Some more salties here. So you'll see that Nemo there. They call Nemo, quote unquote, an Ocellaris clownfish. But there are other types of clownfish. I saw one in this tank actually. We'll try to hunt it down. These little black and white doodads are cardinal fish. They are zebra cardinals. They are one of the most schooling saltwater fish you could ever wrap your head around. Ah, and there he is. Okay, so this other clownfish here, Nemo's, the female to Nemo's male, actually an onyx clownfish. When they're more black like that,
The other one that was moving. All the Nemos.
nice, you got some gobies, little tiny neon gobies in here. Here with a big, one of the biggest bang-eye cardinals, zebra cardinal fish I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've been around a lot of fish. That is that's easily the biggest one I've ever seen. And this tang might be in isolation for a reason, but you don't usually see a tang in a tiny little tank like this. It's cool, he's in here with all these SPS corals. So to keep jellyfish, you have to have a special kind of tank. You'll see how this is shaped like this. It needs to actually move water in a circle because if jellyfish get stuck on any corners, they die. This guy getting back here.
Guys, okay everyone, this equipment right here inside the window, this is called a hydrophone. The hydrophone is going to allow us to listen beneath the sea today. We have a special guest we're listening out for. If you know who that person is, go ahead and shout his name out for me. That's right, Crush. He's going to come here, guys. He's going to be asking you some questions about the human world. While you're sitting here, think a question you can ask Crush about the turtle world. He's doing a little surfing right now. Let's get his attention by shouting out, "Hey, Crush," on the count of 3. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, Crush.
Crab shell dudes! Righteous! Yeah! Check out that most excellent double spinner, dudes. That was awesome. Look at all the humans in the human tank. Hey, how you dudes doing in there today? Awesome, got some big dudes on the benches. Hey, big dudes, give me some fin. Excellent, got some little dudes down. Sub-level. Hey, little dudes. Hey, little dudes. Focus, dudes. Totally. Hey, Connie, you want to say hi to some of these dudes?
Sure.
Let me start over here. How about the front inside corner? Got a dude over here with a lid on the noggin. And yeah, right there. What's your name, dude?
Roman.
Roman, how are you doing today?
Good.
Awesome. Dude, do you know how to talk like a sea turtle?
No.
Well, can you say totally?
Totally.
Can you say sweet?
Sweet.
Put them together and say totally sweet, dude.
Totally sweet too.
There you go, dude. You're totally talking like a turtle. You so totally rock. Okay, human dudes. Anytime a sea turtle says you so totally rock, you're supposed to reply, dudes. Let's try it. You so totally rock. Dudes. There you go, dudes. Now you're all talking like turtles. Sweet. All right, let's rock another one. Let's go to the other side of center. Front row, second one from center. Dudette, short sleeve, red shell. What's your name, Dudette?
Hannah.
Hannah, how are you doing today?
Good.
Awesome. Hannah, where are you from? Where do you live?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Sweet, that's cool. I have no idea where it is, but... Is there any surfing in, what was it, Missouri? Is there any surfing there? No? Okay, that's probably why they named it the way they did. So, who brought you here on this fine day?
My dad.
Sweet, where's Papa? I'm a rich fan, dude. Papa Hannah. There he is, front bench, taking a mini vacay. What's your name, Papa?
Keith.
Keith, and how are you doing today?
Fantastic.
That's excellent. Do that your only offspring, or do you have more?
The little one right in front.
So you have 2?
That's cool.
I've got 65, that's right. You guys going for quality, not quantity? Do the offspring ask you lots of questions?
Always.
Sweet, we could totally share a proud parental moment, dudes, because of my son Squirt. He asks me lots of questions too. In fact, just the other day, I was wondering about you human dudes, so I'm here to soak up some human knowledge I can bring back to my young offspring. Can you dudes help me figure out what Squirt was wondering about? Say, chaw. Sweet dudes, you so totally rock. Yeah. Alright, Squirt was wondering what you human dudes like to do at the beach, so shout it out, dudes, what do you do? Got swimmers, most excellent. Raise a fin if you're a swimmer. Who are my swimmers? Awesome. Who are my fast swimmers who like to go fast? Yeah, I love to go fast. You dudes want to see? Say chaw. Sweet dudes, let me get my motor running. You can help me out, dudes. Say rip it.
Rip it.
Roll it.
Roll it.
Punch it.
Punch it.
Got it now, dudes. I'm swimming around Missouri, dudes. Here I come. 20, 25.
Hey, Crush, watch out for the glass.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up there, Hank, dude. Did not even know he was there. You know what, dudes? I'm gonna open the ocean floor to you dudes. Any questions for the Crush Man? You know anything you dudes want to know about sea turtles? Just raise a fin, dudes. Who has a question for me? Big dudes, little dudes, anybody? All right, we got a bunch of fins out there. Let's start on this side, Connie. Go do that second one from center with the thing on the noggin there and the white shawl. What's your name?
Where's your Maddie?
Maddie, what's your question?
Where's your belly button?
What's a belly button? You dudes have a button on your belly? I think I know what you're talking. Dolphins have belly buttons and whales, but I think that's because they're mammals. Yeah. I'm a reptile. Came from an egg. We don't have a belly button. I think it works a little different for us than it does for you, dude, somewhere along the way. Let's rock another one. Morphines. Who else has a question? Let's see. Let's go. There's a few to choose from here. Do that with the red thing on the noggin right next to her. What's your name? Do that.
Brianna,
Brianna, what is your question?
why do turtles have shells?
For protection. Yeah. We can withstand the bite of a good-sized shark. Not that I like to practice that, but it works. And it totally came with washboard abs. So. Let's go for some more fins. Let's go the other side of Chili Man, dude, you alright?
Oh, hello, Crush. I'm trying to get away from a turtle pile.
Why, dude? They're awesome. Human dudes want to see a turtle pile? Shout it out, say turtle pile!
No, please, I just got away from a turtle pile.
There's a turtle pile, dudes.
Stop! Oh, too much. That tickles. I can't breathe.
Hey, little dudes, go catch the AC. I'll join up in just a few minutes, dudes. Rock on!
Thanks a lot, Crush.
For what, dude?
The turtle pile?
Dude, you totally said it again. Turtle Yeah, that was awesome. Alright, more fins? Who else has a question? Yeah, we were going the other side of center. Do that there with the dark shell with the white dots. What's your name?
Millish.
Mellish? What's your question?
How old are you?
How old am I? 150, dude. Hitting still young. How old are you?
4.
4. Sweet. You hatched not too long ago. Welcome to the world. Let's go for another one. Dude in the back row with the gray shell. Yeah, you. What's your name, dude?
Caleb.
Caleb, what's your question, Caleb, dude?
How do turtles protect their home?
The home is the shell, dude, so it's either swim faster than what's trying to eat you or hide, dude. So, you can pull one of these right here where you just kind of cruise over and duck in behind a rock. Peek out and check every once in a while, make sure the coast is clear. And you're good, yeah. As long as you're faster than the sharp end of the shark, dude, it's a good day. Let's go. Dory, you saw Little Blue? You're positive it's Little Blue, not just some little blue fish.
Back here.
Dude, just. So I'm missing something? Little Blue! I'm Destiny.
Hello there. Hi, humans.
Hey, dudettes, it's most excellent you could join us on this fine day. Do you think maybe you could teach the human dudes how to speak well?
Destiny could teach them.
Sure.
She taught me. If only she were here.
I am here.
Wow! Well, that's freaky.
Okay, everybody, repeat after me. Hello, whale.
All right, human dudes, let's do it. Most excellent whale speak, human dudes. Awesome.
That was really amazing, everybody.
Sure.
I even heard some orca accents. That's super advanced.
Oh, that's really advanced.
Whoa, you called a real whale.
A real whale?
You called a real whale.
Little blue, big blue, go, 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 go.
Swim! Swim! Wah! Dory, are you alright? Tell the whale to go away.
Hey, Destiny, how do you tell a whale to go away?
Go away, whale.
All right, human dudes, let's do it.
Go away, whale.
Did you say blue? Sweet. You so totally rock. Yeah, you dudes remembered. Awesome.
EAC! EAC! EAC!
Squirt, dude.
EAC!
wanted to let you know the human dudes are answering your questions for me, dude.
Sweet.
Totally.
You so totally rock.
Dude!
Rock on, human dudes.
Curl away, my son. I'll be with you in just a second, mini-man. All right, human dudes, a lot of familiar calls and time for me to cruise, dudes. But before I go, I'm gonna leave you dudes with something, okay? We all share the same oceans. Be good to her, she'll totally be good to you. And little dudes, do me a favor, okay? Use the word dude the rest of the day. Your parents will love it, dudes. Put your fins together for Connie, help me out. I'll see you dudes later. Bye, dudes. So rock on.
All right, everyone, let's give it up for Crush. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to see more Crush friends, please head upstairs to the big aquarium. Little ones stay seated, parents come down front, grab them from here, okay? You're gonna exit on the doors.
That was a really cool show, actually. I probably would do that again. I'd probably be more inclined to do that again than I would be to do Enchanted Tales with Belle again. Even though they're both super kid-centric shows, that was actually pretty funny and it had an interactive kind of element to it. So it would always be different when you did it. Very cool. Run into Club Cool real quick and snap a quick taste of that Sparberry. Oh, I wish we had that here in the States, Sparberry, because I would probably drink it. I'm not a big soda guy like I said last time, but I like running through here and just grabbing a quick little snap of that stuff. Well, I've never once got a festival item 3 times, and as you'll see, yet again, the meatless meatball that I cannot get enough of. That's number 1. Trowel and Trellis is officially the #1 booth I've ever been to in any festival because of that farmer's meatball. It's incredible to think that the first time I ate it, I had no idea there was no meat in that thing. And now I can somehow keep on eating it knowing there's no meat in it, and I don't care. I don't eat stuff like that. And the flavor's just so on point. Get that farmer's meatball. Donald's out here in his little Mexico thing. I'm gonna go meet him. Just because there's shade back here, and my frozen fast pass isn't until like another 20 minutes, so this works out perfectly, and it's in the shade, which is awesome. Look at all like the backstage area for the Mexico pavilion. This thing was, well here, actually, you know what, we'll get one here with me first. Hey, awesome, thanks so much. Oh no, guys, I just had such a heartbreaker moment. I wasn't rolling on my Donald meet and greet, guys. I did get that little snap at the end, but I missed him totally. Terrible. I went up and I sang, he's out by himself, and I sang, he's one caballero, where is Jose and Panchito? And he loved it, and everybody's laughing. Oh man, I cannot believe I just did that. What a rookie move. I'm so mad at myself. It's interesting because the meet and greet was just as good, you know? Like, obviously it was fun to do that with him, but we're in this to capture this stuff. Oh my God. Redemption, next trip. Wow, so disappointed. I think I'm a couple minutes early still for this Frozen Fast Pass, which is, you know, whatever. So I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna go into the Kringler real quick. I'm like devastated how bad I messed that Donald meet and greet up. I sang a song to this guy out loud in front of a bunch of people. I sang a song, we laughed. It was like, I don't know. I've messed up a lot of shots, like the BB-8, or messing up a shot is completely different than not rolling on a shot. I didn't have the GoPro going, I had nothing going. And it was like a high quality meet and greet, me way outside of my comfort zone, singing out loud to a character like in front of a bunch of people. And I will do it again, like 100% I'll do it again, but to not have been rolling, it doesn't mean as much to you guys as it does to me, but I'm devastated. There's only one thing that could probably get me in a better mood. It's my favorite ride in all of Disney World. Frozen. I'm not getting anything in Kringla. I want to get on Frozen, because after I jump on Frozen, I can book my next Fast Pass, and I want to start planning out the rest of my day, so see if they'll let me out a little early. Alright, yeah, I feel a little bit better about messing up the Donald meet and greet. Not better about it, but I feel better after it. Well, that was the most rookie move I've ever pulled in vlogging. In 35 vlogs, that's the first time I've ever pulled a rookie move like that, so it'll never happen again. There are a bunch of like Norwegian treats out here in the same gift shop, which includes, for some reason, tropical. Are Sour Patch Kids from Norway? We got Fast Pass options now. I'm gonna hop on my phone, start trying to plan out the rest of my day. And while I do that, I'm gonna walk up to the Florida Fresh booth and have that key lime pie, which was delicious. So I'll see you up there. Might even do Reflections of China because it's gonna change soon. So I don't think it's gonna change before the next time we can see it, but we could. Pit stop for a little frozen Coke here in Africa. I don't know if I like the paper straw with the slushy. It kind of makes it much harder to drink. When you had those big old plastic straws, these were better, easier to handle. It hits the spot. I'm really following in Michael K's footsteps here with the slushies. I'm digging these things a lot. Update. I've almost absolutely smashed this thing. We are in Japan. And it is hot today, boy. This is not an easy day to be doing this. You're gonna be pushing yourself to the limit. I thought the Florida Fresh booth was up back towards America. I was wrong. The Florida Fresh booth was back in between Morocco and France. Which would be cool because I'll be closer to the boat. I can pop the friendship boat back over to the other side so I don't have to keep walking. And I'm gonna get some fast passes, I think, for Magic Kingdom because we've only been there, I think, the first day. So extra magic hours tonight, probably time to start considering getting back over there. I've had my fill of Flower and Garden, that's for sure. I ate a lot of different things. Incredibly good things, some not so much. But I've definitely had enough. Ready for food and wine. The booth with my favorite music of any festival ever. The Florida Fresh booth. It's killer back up here. Really pretty what they did with this. I wish they'd make this like a staple. Something back here with this whole area. Well, came over here for just that, but I got the carnet. And I grabbed this little gin. Watermelon slushy because why not? Best of the Fest, haven't tried, have heard good things about. Nobody really has said anything about this, so might as well start off with it. It's black beans on the bottom, beef on the top. Yeah, that's not the best. Which is probably why nobody's raved about it or said anything on it.
He's probably dead
Their
easy
channel.
if he was smart.
It's not
That's
bad,
what I
but
would've- that's what I would've
it's
done.
not
I
like something like
would've
the
taken
farmhouse
early.
meatball that you end up eating 5-6 times.
There you go.
It's gonna be super filling too, so I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna eat the whole thing at least. Yeah, basic, super basic. It's weird that a booth can have maybe the best dessert, but their savory item not that good. Huh. They do still play the Nickel Creek out here, which is awesome. Huh. It's super refreshing. I'm gonna be biased here though, because you guys just watched me drink an entire Coca-Cola slushie. So I'm almost not in the mood for more slushie. Flavor's good though. Little hint for you, the guy that was serving it told me. He poured all the gin on the top, so of course when I went to rip a sip off the top, it was just a straight gin shot, a little watermelon tinge to it. So stir this thing up before you drink it. Yeah. Florida Fresh Booth. This is definitely good. It might actually kind of lighten up the whole experience that you feel after eating some black bean and meat casserole. The meat itself is good. It's probably the black beans that I'm not into. Because as I've said to you guys before, I worked at a Mexican place for years and years, and it had the freshest black beans you could wrap your head around. Yeah, the meat's actually, on its own, is pretty flavorful. It's got a little crema on top too, some cilantro. If you can get all that with the meat, that's a good bite. Super filling though, probably the first dish that I would say you're like, this is a good two-person kind of thing. Especially if you're splitting up more than one item.
Are they here?
That's a tiny little drink though, compared to the blueberry and ginger tea that you get at Trowel and Trellis. That comes in that little mug. It's a huge drink compared to this. It's like 4 sips. Margarita too from the Italy booth. That's bigger than this. Every drink I've had from every booth has been bigger than this one.
Oh, over here.
Except for flights. Okay. This is what we came here for. Best of the best.
I think this why I
Will it hold up?
it might go.
Oh yeah. It holds up all right.
So
Damn, that is so good. It's more vanilla-y today. I think the meringue's a little extra toasted, which is nice. No complaints here. So there you go. Still cold from this morning. My top tip, filling it all up with ice. Follow that. I'm in a pinch though because now I'm not going to end up having eaten the chocolate macaron. Is it a macaron or is it macaron? It's macaron. It's macaroon has coconut. I'm not going to eat the chocolate macaron from France, which was, I think, the longest running thing that we continue to not eat over and over again. And this is going to be our last trip here to Flower and Garden. So I'm not shoveling that thing down just for the heck of it. Or am I? See how the rest of our World Showcase adventure takes us. I'm going to finish eating this, guys. I will check in with you in a little bit. I'm going to try to book a fast pass now that everything's freed up and see where the rest of the day takes us. Oh, shout out to this lady that literally sat here at this table while I did my entire little sermon right there. That was so weird. She was so done eating. She had been sitting here for at least a couple minutes. So I'm like, obviously if I just throw my camera down on the table and start recording, she's gonna get up and go off and enjoy her day and do whatever she has to do. No, she sat right there and watched me do my whole food review. So talk about balls, man. On me, not her. Props to myself. Humble brag. That was dope. I was like, hey, whatever. I'm recording this. There's not much you're gonna be able to do about it. Hey, all right, I gotta finish eating, so I'm not her. Winning. That was a good lunch. I'd say I ate way more than I expected there, and I spent more than I expected to. So that's it. I'm gonna try to actually walk down the latter half of World Showcase instead of taking the boat back, because why not? I think we're heading to Magic Kingdom once we get to the other side of this. We'll see. So just take a look at all the construction at International Gateway. Now this is actually, people are dinging right there at this ding. It used to be that strip right there. Now it's here. Well, Epcot, that was fun. And I think that'll be it for me for the rest of this trip. I do not believe that we are coming back here tomorrow, although with as fluid as my last days typically go, I don't want to say anything for sure. But if that was the case and this was our last Flower and Garden trip, I just want to say that it was awesome. We had a blast, and Epcot really is the most pretty this time of year, hands down. Flower and Garden's got it locked on the pretty factor. Epcot should always be this beautiful, and I hope that with the reimagining of Future World and the entrance, it will be this beautiful. That's all we used to walk through.
Por favor, manténganse alejados de las puertas.
And then you'll never see any more pictures.
I like that. Easy.
This will be your last deck check.
Tracks.
There's some new tracks coming in. I think this is just new retaining walls so that it doesn't erode.
I cannot wait to see Maleficent roaming around here during Villains Night. I am 100% coming to a Villains Night. Welcome to Post-Festival of Fantasy with Tom and Ryan. We're gonna try to hustle our way through this crowd, and we're gonna use this as a device, not only for recording, but for getting through, because that's what it's good for. We have to also try to get to the other side of this little line here. You on me?
Yep, what?
Because we're gonna be breaking off to the left for a little Haunted Mansion action. Okay, we're doing good so far, so good, and now it's a little bit of freedom here, so people are gonna start moving. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining me, guys. Hope you like these nice close shots right here. Hope you're digging them. Hope you're enjoying the shots, because it's gonna get a little rowdy. It is gonna get a little rowdy. But we're not gonna break. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like, the madness that is Post-Festival Fantasy. If you do it just like we just did it, you won't feel super overwhelmed because we were right at the front of the pack. But if you get buried back there, you're in trouble. Ryan and I have a Haunted Mansion Fast Pass that we're about to hop onto, and we'll see what we can get into after that. Obviously, I can't record this ride because nothing pops up at all. So I get to take it in with the best cameras I have, my two front eyes. My two eyes, because I don't have any other eyes other than my front eyes.
They're hidden under.
I'm in line, and this little guy behind me, give yourself a shout out, bud. What's your name? Like, you can say where you're from and your name.
I'm from Tressville, Alabama.
Cool, and we traded our pins here. I gave him the Navi, and he gave me this really cool Oswald. So thanks so much, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks. Well, thank you guys.
Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Of course, there's always my way.
Marry me, Constance. Chop my head off.
Start this week.
me and Rye are now off to Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. All the rides you can do inside. That's what we want to do. So I had the Minnie Mouse sundae from Storybook Treats. I wouldn't recommend it because on a hot day like today with the hot fudge, the whole thing was melted within, I mean, I literally slammed it in order for it not to be melted. So maybe wait, if it gets colder and you want to try it again, I'll try it again. But for now, Peter Pan float or something like that's a better option.
Detecting more trouble at Sector 9. That is the work of that nefarious criminal. Star Command picked a fine time to send them the recruits. All right, you junior Space Rangers, listen up. Green Squadron.
That's a respectable squad.
Me? Galactic Hero, me? Shout out to Ron. Ron, you told me where to aim. I aimed, dude, and I got Galactic Hero. So I'm so happy. That was super awesome. Oh man, this place is the best.
Sending it to Davy Joe. Get on the broadside. No. No, por favor, no.
Everyone an egg layer.
Rascals and scoundrels, villains and knaves, they got the devils and black sheep.
I want to bump into you. Symmetry right there. Same shot as the same shot in as the same shot out. As with Seven Seas Lagoon behind us, that is the end of day 4, part 1 of the vlog. Ryan and I are heading over to the Polynesian for a little bit of some drinks, resort hopping, and cooling down. And I'll be back here because we have extra magic hours tonight, etc. So like, subscribe, comment down below, do all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys in just a little bit for day 4, part 2 of the vlog. Thanks for watching. Have a magical rest of your night.